I'm going to go in a different route here, though, Tristan. I'm going to go different, and I'm going to go with a guy by the name of Dre'Mont Jones. He was a former third-round pick, former 71st overall selection out of Ohio State, defensive end. Had 7 sacks this year for them. 6.5, had 3.5 in his first year. But if you watch Dre'Mont Jones, I hope I'm saying that right, Dre'Mont Jones, whatever. Even I could have gone Dalton Reisner here, but you look at a guy like Dre'Mont Jones, 6.5 sacks, a 74.7 PFF grade. Just bringing it. Just a guy that you when we talk about defensive ends, we probably are not going to talk about this guy a ton, but trust me, that's a big mistake. I know they've got Bradley Chubb, they've got Von Miller. That's going to be a whole thing this offseason. But when it comes down to it, Dre'Mont Jones is a player. I'm talking. This guy brings it 6'3", 280. I mean, if you just watch tape of him, even watch tape of him at Ohio State, incredible player. That I think is definitely going to bring a lot for the Broncos moving forward. And again, he's another defensive lineman that we don't talk about, but we should because, again, a former third-round selection in the 2019 draft. And I think he just provides a lot for that defense, and not even just quality depth, just another quality talk, Colton. Defensive end, especially when Von Miller is not available, or same thing with Chubb. So he is definitely another guy you definitely need to look out for with this Denver defense. Their defense is actually very respectable too when you think about the Denver Broncos. But again, like you stated, injuries plagued this team. So Dre'Mont Jones, I think you could look for, depending on what happens with Von Miller, you could look at a guy who could break out for next season, especially with considering what could happen with the contract situation with Von Miller. So, but at the end of the day, I think George Patton, the new GM for the Broncos, is going to do some great things up there. And his first challenge, get that, is literally having to deal with the contract situation with Von Miller. So I think that's definitely going to be something to watch out for. So, especially with how that situation goes out. But make no mistake, Dre'Mont Jones is going to be something special, whether with or without Von Miller being there. Again, already had 6.5 sacks this year. I'm extremely excited for the future of this young man.